Welcome back to the Neuro Symbolic Channel and happy 2025. We had an excellent year in 2024 with the channel. We now have over 3,000 subscribers, so thank you all so much for tuning in. I really appreciate that. I think 2025 is just going to be a great year for both our research and for the channel. Want to give a quick countdown on a few things to expect. So I'd say number one is going to be PyReason. So in December we released PyReason version 3, which is really exciting to see how that evolved. If you remember back in, I think it was March of 2023, we released the first version of PyReason, and now with version 3, we have a lot of significant improvements. It's faster, it has better documentation, and along with the release of PyReason version 3, we're releasing a series of video tutorials on it that I think you'll find really useful. Going forward in the year, you're also going to see more and more research using PyReason that we'll be releasing. We got a little bit of the taste of this in the fall of 2024 with my PhD student Divyagna, who presented at the International Conference on Logic Programming. And earlier in the year, I had another student, Kustev, who presented at the IEEE International Conference on Semantic Computing. And we're going to be building on those successes. We in fact had a recent paper accepted to autonomous agents and multi-agent systems where we're using PyReason in a maritime application. So stay tuned for all these updates on PyReason. So I'd say that's the number one thing to watch for in the next year. Number two, I'd say, would be metacognition. So you may remember back in November of 2023, we had our first metacognitive AI workshop that was sponsored by the Army, and we kind of piecemealed release of videos from that event over the course of the past year. Now we're going to have our second event on metacognition in May of this year as part of SDM. Big thanks to SSCI that is sponsoring the event, as well as Andrea Ostacco, who is going to be our keynote speaker. So, I'll put the call for papers in the description of this video. Would be really exciting to see papers submitted to this and participation. I already had a bunch of people from the first one write me saying that they were excited to go to this one. Nate Bastian, DARPA Program Manager, is co-chairing this event with me. So it's, I think, going to be a lot of fun. The last one was a lot of fun, and I think this one is going to be a great event. So then I think number three on the theme of events is I'm also on the organizing committee of AAAI Make, Machine Learning and Knowledge Engineering. And this year the theme of it is going to be on multimodal systems, and so that will be in the spring at the San Francisco airport. That's always a great event. I really enjoy that one, and I'm planning on being there this year as well. So I had some scheduled difficulties last year, but this year I'm prioritizing this one. It's one of my favorites. So that's number three. And I'd say number four, what to watch out for is we're probably going to be releasing some videos on topics relating to hyperdimensional computing as well as cognitive architectures. I think these things are going kind of hand in hand as maybe kind of the next step of Neuro Symbolic AI. I think kind of the Gen 1 of Neuro Symbolic AI we've seen, we're still relying on traditional neural architectures and gradient descent, where I think hyperdimensional computing and cognitive architectures, we might see a little bit of a movement in going beyond that while still maintaining kind of vector symbol equivalences. So there's been some interesting work lately on this the past few months, and we'll be talking about that on the channel quite a bit. And I'd say number 5 is we're expecting to do a series of other announcements on the channel over the course of the year. Have some exciting news that we think will come into play on the grant award side, on some new initiatives we're starting over here, and these will also lead to things like potential hirings and stuff like that in my group. So if you're someone who has been like playing around with stuff like PyReason and is really interested in Neuro Symbolic AI, stay tuned for the channel. Stay tuned to the channel. There might be some opportunities there. So that's it. Those are 5 big things to look for in 2025. Really thankful to everyone who tunes in. It's really been a great community. I've met so many wonderful people doing this that I would not have got the chance to meet otherwise. Some I'm already like writing papers with and stuff, and that's really great. And that's why we did this, to just help build the community. And I'm appreciative to guys like Artur Gartes and Louis Lamb and Pascal Hitzler, who also have helped grow the neurosymbolic community in other ways. All right, well, that's it for me. Thanks again for tuning in. Please like and subscribe. Take care.